Hi everybody and welcome. Welcome to our de-stress and decompress yoga practice today. Really excited to have everybody here. Beautiful. My name is Liz Joy Oakley and I'm your teacher for today's 45-minute practice. Really excited to be here and be part of this event for Thrive London, celebrating Great Mental Health Day today. So you won't need any props or anything. You might just like a blanket or a jumper to keep you warm for meditation towards the end. And if anyone does have any injuries or anything they're worried about, just drop me a message in the chat on YouTube. But this is going to be a really nice beginner friendly yoga practice where we're going to work at opening into the body, getting rid of any tension or tightness, and in turn helping to quiet down the mind and to just reconnect to yourself. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. If you are practicing on a hardwood floor, you might like to take a blanket or a towel and just lay it across your mat and bring it underneath your knees to give you some support. Bring your big toes to touch. Sit back towards your heels and start to walk your hands out in front of you, relaxing your heads. You can take the knees a little bit wider if that feels comfortable, or you can bring the knees together and sit back towards the heels to stretch out the back. You might be on the elbows, just bringing the chin towards the chest. You might have the head a little bit closer towards the mat. You might bring the hands on top of one another to support your head. Take a moment to just get settled in this first resting posture. And close down your eyes. Good. And just echoing what Thrive have just posted. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining and for being part of this incredibly important day. This is an invitation from us at MoreYoga and from Thrive London to just really switch off, to reconnect to how you're feeling today and to step back from the demands of life, of the everyday. So in this first pose, in our child's posture, start to bring your attention to your breath. Breathing into your nose. And letting out a little sigh through your mouth. Good. Take a few more of those breaths. Inhaling. Sighing on your exhale. Starting to let go of the day, the week. Breathing into your nose. And sighing again softly through the mouth. Take one more. Deep breath in. Beautiful. One more. Deep breath out. And slowly begin to slide your hands in towards you. We're going to roll over the ankles and come onto our sitting bones. So make your way over, just onto your sitting bones, into a comfortable cross-legged seat. And just a reminder, I have just popped a playlist in the chat function on YouTube. So if you'd like to practice with music, feel free to just hit play whenever you like. Practicing in silence can be nice as well. So bringing your hands onto your knees, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale into your nose and sigh out through your mouth. Take another deep breath, lengthening into your back. So thinking about posture. And as you exhale, feel your shoulders relax and release. Take one more breath in. One more releasing breath out. Flicker your beautiful eyes open and bring your left hand down in line with your left hip. Extend your right arm and take a long stretch over to the left hand side, reaching across. Good. You might keep that left arm straight. You might float down onto the forearm. Listening to your body today and just noticing what feels good, where feels open, and any spaces that perhaps feel a little bit tight or a little bit tender today that might require a little bit of attention or care. Turn your head to look down at your left hand. Press your left palm away and float the right hand over in line with the right hip. Extend into the right hand side, feeling a nice deep stretch into the side of the body. You can relax the head and look down. Take a few breaths here, breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Lovely, everyone. Take a last breath and a last exhale. Slowly reach up, reach through the fingertips. Notice if your shoulders are kind of up towards your ears. If they are, soften them. Create a little bit of space. Good. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, float down into a fold. Relax your head. Maybe give your head a little nod or a gentle shake. You can keep a little bit of weight in the palms or the fingertips, but let the back gently curve as you take 3 breaths here. Breathing into your nose and out through the nose. Good. You'll probably notice as we move through our practice today, which is going to be a nice, gentle, slow flow into a restore and relaxation. You'll notice that we'll keep coming back to the breath. The breath is a fantastic tool for our mental health, for helping to soothe the nervous system and calm the mind. So keep breathing into your nose, out through your nose, and slowly just slide the hands back in towards you, placing the hands either in your lap, or you can bring the hands and rest them over the heart. And with your eyes shut, let's take a moment to just bring a little bit of focus or intention onto the mat with you this evening. Maybe your intention is to practice a little bit of presence today, some self-care. Maybe it's to switch off, or perhaps to give yourself a break from anything outside of your mat. Slowly begin to flicker your eyes open. Place your right hand on your left knee. Bring your left arm behind you, and we're going to gently just begin to twist and rotate the upper body over to the left-hand side. So just a gentle seated twist. You can turn to look over your left shoulder if you'd like, or you can keep looking down. Take a couple of breaths here. Again, lifting up through the crown as you breathe in, and creating a little bit more space through the chest as you exhale, focusing on the breath to help slow down the thoughts. Breathe in, lift up tall. Breathe out to open. Take one more breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, create space. Slowly turn to face forwards. Good. Bring your left hand to your right knee and float your right hands behind you. Twist gently, looking over your right shoulder or looking down towards the ground, and take 3 breaths here. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, open. Inhale, lifting up tall. Beautiful. Exhale, open. Take one more breath, my loves. This is a great pose for really opening into the shoulders and the upper back, where we tend to store quite a lot of tension through the week. Slowly turn to face forwards. Good. We're going to roll over onto the hands and the knees. So you can get there any way you'd like. I tend to bring the hands to the ankles and make my way over the legs, bringing the hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Spread down into your fingertips, knees under the hips. Good. We're going to start to move from cat to cow. Again, moving with the breath, creating that union between our movements and our breath mindfully. On your inhalation, take the shoulders back, let your belly soften towards the ground and tilt your hips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, draw the navel up, curve the back, tuck the tailbone and tilt the hips forwards, chin to chest. Inhale again, roll the shoulders back, good. Open into the chest, let the belly soften. Exhale, reverse, good. Take a few cat and cows, inhale and exhales on your own, in your own time. Maybe you close the eyes down. And as you move, start to notice how your body is feeling today. And how your mind is feeling today. This is such an important thing to start talking about more openly to help destigmatize mental health. Start to notice how you're feeling. If your mind is busy and crowded, maybe we can begin to slow things down as we begin to focus on the body and begin to slow the breath. Take one more inhale, opening into the shoulders, into the chest, into the heart. And one more exhale, curving the spine up. Come back to neutral, flat back. We're going to tuck the toes under now and walk the feet towards the front of the mat. So lifting up through your tailbone. Start to walk your feet forwards. Take the feet wide to about hip width. Catch your elbows in your hands and come to a standing fold. Now you can keep a little bit of softness around the knees or you can straighten the legs, whatever feels best for you. Relax the head, bring chin to chest. You can sway if you'd like. Take a few breaths here in our first standing fold. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Imagine that you're letting go of any kind of tightness around your shoulders, any tension, any stress, any anxiety from the week. Imagining it's melting down from the crown of your head into the earth below you. Take a final deep breath in and a final deep breath out. Drop your hands towards your toes and start to slowly unravel as though you're uncurling vertebrae by vertebrae until you're up on your feet in our mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back, spread down through your fingertips. Step the feet a little bit closer together. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling. Exhale, make an HA sound through the mouth. Take another deep breath in. HA out through the mouth. One more breath. Let's make it the deepest breath you've taken yet today. Sigh out through the mouth. Float the hands to heart center and close the eyes. Let's take a moment to let go of anything you need to bring your focus into your body, giving your mind a break, just for now. Slowly flicker your eyes open. And on your next inhale, we're going to reach up through the fingertips. So take the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale through your nose, float the hands down to the shins. We're going to press the legs away and look forwards. Deep breath in, look forwards, flat back. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step your left foot back. Beautiful. Drop onto the left knee. Again, anyone on hard floors or has any injuries around the legs, or if it just feels a little bit uncomfortable, bring a blanket or a jumper underneath your left knee. Start to slowly reach the arms up. So we're sinking into the hips. We're opening into the shoulders, but we're relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. So you keep A little bit of space here between your shoulders and your ears. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Try not to collapse into the lower back. Lifting through the chest, through the crown. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Float the hands down. We're going to step the back foot forward. So tuck the toes and moving slowly as though you're kind of moving through water or honey. Step the left foot forwards and come back into our forward fold. If your neck's feeling a little bit tender today, interlace the fingers and bring the hands to the back of the neck. Again, you can bend the knees or you can straighten the legs, whatever feels best. Let the upper body hang heavily. Feel the feet grounding towards the earth. And breathe into your nose and out through your nose. Into your nose, out through your nose. Take one more breath. One more exhale. Drop the hands towards your toes and slowly unravel and unwind, lifting back up onto your feet in our mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Sigh out through your mouth. Let's do two more. Breathe into the nose, feel the lungs really filling. Sigh out through the mouth, feel the breath releasing. One more, deep breath in. One more long sigh out. Float the hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, dive forwards. If you have a little bit of space, you can take the arms wide and you can swan dive forwards. If not, hands come past the heart, down to the shins. Inhale, look forwards, flat back. Exhale, take your time. We're going to step the right foot back when you're ready. Press the knee down towards the ground. Prop up underneath it if you would like. And you should have about a 90-degree bend at that front leg. In your own time, sweep the arms up, gently sinking into the hips and making sure not to kind of banana into the back. I probably shouldn't demo that. Lift up through the fingertips, relax the shoulders and gently soften into your hips. 3 breaths here. Just finding the balance, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, hips and shoulders square, and out. Take one more breath. One more exhale. Float the hands down slowly. Tuck the back toes under. We're going to step forwards. And this time we're going to bring the feet just a fraction closer together. The toes can touch if that's comfortable. If not, heels a little bit further apart is perfect. Sweep the arms up, sink into the hips and come into a chair pose with me. So in our chair pose, we want the tailbone to be slightly tucked under, the knees to be bent as though you are sitting back into a chair, and the shoulders to be soft away from the ears. Take 3 breaths, breathing into the nose. And out through the nose. Good. Into the nose. And out through the nose. We've got one more breath. One more exhale. Slowly start to rise up. Come back into Tadasana, our mountain pose. Bring the hands down alongside your body. And take one deep breath in. One long sigh out. Inhale. Take your arms up overhead. You can add in a little gentle back bend if you would like by lifting through the chest and taking the tops of the arms alongside your ears. One last breath. And as you exhale, float the hands down to your shins. Look forwards, flat back. Press the legs away, take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back, come onto the knees and we're going to float forwards onto your belly, onto the front of your body. Good. You can squeeze the arms in towards the rib cage, relaxing the feet. And you can stay here with a little bit of support in the hands, just working into that tight lower band at the lower back. Squeezing the shoulders together. If you'd like, you can lift the hands up off the mat to make this a little bit deeper, or you can keep the hands there. Whatever feels best for you is the right option. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We've got 2 more breaths here, my loves. If you would like to go a little bit further in this pose, you can take the arms back and you can roll the shoulders backwards. You can even squeeze the hands together and interlace the fingers. Final breath, wherever you are. And as you exhale, lower yourself down. Float your hands under your shoulders and roll back into your child's pose. Pause there in your child's posture. Notice if your mind has drifted. And see if you can guide it back to the breath, almost like a lighthouse or an anchor for the mind. Take a few deep breaths, maybe coming back to your intention, or perhaps just a word you'd like to welcome onto the mat with you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely, everybody. We're slowly going to roll back up onto the hands and the knees. So the hands come under the shoulders, the knees come under the hips. We're going to work into a little balance. Balance is great for helping to focus the mind and de-stress. So bring the weight into your right knee and extend your left leg up. Bring the weight into your left hand and extend your right arm up. So left leg, right arm. Press through your back heel, reach through your fingertips. You can either stay here. This is a great option to stick with. If you would like, you can bend the left knee and you can take the right hand around to catch the back foot. Just an option to have a little play with today. We're going to be here for 3. Breathing for 2. Inhaling for 1. And release. Swap sides, right leg lifts, left arm lifts. Flex the back foot, reach through the left fingertips. Find your balance and either stay here reaching, pressing that back heel away, or take the left hand to catch the right foot. Breathing for 3. And for 2. Inhale for 1. And release. Take your right foot just out to the side of your mat. So there's a kind of little turn of the heel out to the side. Keep your right hand underneath your right shoulder. We're going to take the left leg long and extend the left arm up and over. So imagine that you're lifting that left hip up towards the ceiling. You're opening into the chest. Breathing here. If you would like to challenge yourself with another little balance today, you can lift the left leg up and maybe reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a last deep breath in and a last deep breath out. Swapping sides. So take your left foot just out to the side lightly. You can keep the toes tucked or you can untuck the toes, whatever feels best. Bring the left hand under the left shoulder and start to extend your right leg out. Take the right arm up and over, feeling a nice long stretch into the side of the body, reaching into any tension or tightness around this space. If you feel like a balance on this side, lift the right leg, float the right fingertips up. Take a few breaths, finding your balance. Well done, my loves. Take a final deep breath in, a final deep breath out, and slowly bring the hands and the knees back onto your mat. We're going to make our way onto our sitting bones. One way to get there is crossing the ankles and rolling over, or you can spin the legs around. And let's meet on the sitting bones. Taking the right leg out and drawing your left heel in. We're going to do a little bit of work at releasing any tightness around your hips, around your shoulders, and around your legs. So left heel comes in to the top of the right leg, or a little bit lower if that feels comfortable. Flex the right toes. Take the arms up. Again, if you have a little bit of tension around the shoulders, relax, release. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, slowly begin to fold. Relax your head. Close your eyes. Let your head feel heavy and let your shoulders melt towards your mat. We're going to start to spend a little bit longer in the next few postures. Starting to slow down the movement, slow down the breath, slow down the thoughts. Take 3 more breaths here. Maybe you begin to walk the hands just a fraction further towards the feet. Maybe you give the head a little nod or a gentle shake from side to side. Keep the breath moving in and out of your nose. Beautiful, everybody. And slowly we're going to start to unravel and unwind, lifting up and out of the fold after that next breath. Good. Swap the feet, take the left leg out long, slide the right foot in and then drop the right knee down. Flex the toes on your left foot and take the arms up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly fold forwards. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, and close the eyes. And let's start to kind of gather the attention back up, your focus back up. Bring it into the body and notice where you can feel this pose working. Is it the backs of the legs? Is it the hamstrings? Is it the spine, that kind of decompression through the back that you're hopefully feeling right about now? Is it around the shoulders and the chest? Is it expansion? Is it a release of the neck? So just noticing how you're feeling in the pose. Sending your body a little bit of love, a little bit of gratitude. Taking your last few breaths. Maybe you walk the fingers a little bit closer towards the feet. Maybe you roll the head to release any pressure around this space. And after your final exhale, begin to slide the hands back in towards you. We're going to come into a full butterfly pose, taking both feet together. Now, this is just a reminder to listen to your body, as this can be quite a deep hip opener. So if your hips are feeling a little bit tight or tender today, extend the feet slightly further out so you have a little bit more of a diamond shape going on here. If you feel okay, if you're quite open in the hips, you can bring the heels closer towards the body. Lengthen up tall through the crown of the head, so creating that beautiful long spine again, that elevation. As you exhale the breath, start to slowly fold forwards. You can keep the hands kind of cupped around the feet. You can walk the hands out in front of you. Give the head a little nod. And see if you can let the upper body feel nice and heavy, nice and relaxed, passive almost in our fold. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. Breathing into the nose. Good, and breathing out through the nose. Take a few last breaths just in your own time. And after your final exhale, begin to slide your hands in towards you. Good. Pick up the legs with the palms of the hands. Draw the knees together. Open your feet to about hip width. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you to come back onto. I'm going to take the arms out, palms facing up. Lengthen up tall through the crown of your head and slowly make your way down onto your back. Well done, my loves. Slide the feet towards you. Feet open to a little bit wider than hip width. And let your knees fall in towards each other in constructed rest. We're going to place the right palm at the lower belly. And we're going to place the left palm over the chest. Let your back gently press towards the ground. Let your knees support one another. Just check that your head is heavy and comfortable. We're going to start to practice a 3-part breath. And this is my favorite breath to teach and my favorite breath to practice. This breath is very, very powerful at helping to activate the relaxation response in the body. So if, like me, you're somebody who suffers with anxiety or stress or feelings of being overwhelmed that I'm sure many of us experience, this is a breath that can really help to calm the nervous system and help you feel more in control, more relaxed, more soothed, very, very quickly. So this really works at activating the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest mode. And we have the breath with us all the time, every second of every day. So it's a fantastic tool to begin to utilize and rely on when we need it. So with your eyes closed, I'd like you to firstly soften your lower belly. Relax the muscles, nothing needs to be active now. The belly can release and relax. And start to breathe down into where your right palm is resting. So your lower belly, the space below your navel. Breathe into your nose, feeling your lower belly fill. And as you exhale, feel your lower belly empty. So it's almost as though you're filling your stomach like a balloon as you breathe in. And as you exhale, you're emptying that balloon. Take another few breaths, breathing deeply down into your right palm. Exhaling out. Good. We're going to add another step, another element into this breath. So we're going to take an inhale down into the lower belly. Another inhale, letting it fill and travel up into the chest. And then exhale out through the nose. So breathing once down into the right palm. Breathing twice up into the left. And exhaling out through the nose. Breathe once into your right palm. Breathe twice up into your left. And exhale through the nose. Good. Take 3 more rounds of that 3-part breath, just in your own time at a comfortable pace. Breathing down into the belly, up into the heart, and out through the nose. Last 2 rounds, just in your own time. Beautiful, everyone. On your final exhale, just slowly begin to let the knees open. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Wrap the arms around the legs and take a little rock from side to side. Just giving the lower back a gentle massage towards the ground as we prepare to make our way into our meditation. So in your own time, when you feel ready, you can come back to center and you can extend the legs out long. You might like to cover yourself with a blanket or pop on a jumper. And just taking a moment to get yourself settled for this practice. Good. You might like to turn off bright overhead lights, just making sure that you're warm enough. Then coming to lay flat in Shavasana, our final pose of our class together today. So the feet roll open, the arms fall alongside you, and the body is completely relaxed. For our meditation, I'll be guiding you through a body scan practice. This is another great tool if you're ever having trouble sleeping or trouble switching off. It's a great practice for helping to become more present and more aware of the physical sensations in the body rather than focusing on the fluctuations of the mind. When you're ready, take a deep breath into your nose and a long sigh out through your mouth. Take another deep breath into your nose. A long sigh out through your mouth. And take one more. Deep breath in. One more long sigh out. And start to find just a comfortable rhythm with your breath, breathing in and out of your nose. And all you need to do is listen to the sound of my voice. Whenever you notice your attention drifting, guide it back like an anchor. Start to relax the expression on your face, the space at your temples, the space around your jaw, the space behind your closed eyes. Allow the expression to soften completely. Allow your shoulders to relax and feel as though they're melting towards the earth. Relax into your arms, your palms, your hands, and let the limbs feel as though they are weightless, supported by the ground beneath you. Slowly begin to scan down the back of your body, from the top of your neck to the base of your spine. Feeling as though your back is melting towards the ground, supported, held. Scanning from your sitting bones, relaxing the backs of your legs and your feet. allowing your lower body to become still, letting go of any effort, allowing yourself to rest. If your mind has wandered, guide your attention back to the sound of my voice, bringing your focus to the space below your navel, allowing each breath to become a fraction deeper than the last. Relax your chest, your rib cage, and your belly. And start to breathe as deeply as you can, allowing each exhale to help you feel completely relaxed, completely at ease. Keeping your eyes closed, keeping the body still. We're going to finish today with a short reflective practice focused on self-compassion. So keep everything as relaxed as you can. And I'd like you to just simply finish off the statements that I'll begin, as though you're asking these questions of yourself and answering internally in your mind. I love you for. I love you for. What do you love yourself for? If you put aside all the things that you're hard on yourself for, what do you love yourself for? I forgive you for. I forgive you for. We tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves, especially at the start of the year. What can you let go of? What can you forgive right now in this moment? I forgive you for. If I really loved you, I would. If I really loved you, I would. If you were to treat yourself with more compassion, more kindness, more care, what would that look like? And finally, because I really love you, I will. Because I really love you, I will. Taking care of our mental health and taking care of each other starts with you. What decision, what intention, what dedication can you set to take care of yourself today? Because I really love you, I will. slowly, slowly, let's start to just wake the body up, bringing a little bit of gentle movement into your fingers and into your toes, maybe a long stretch to re-energize, maybe a little circle of the wrists, circle of the ankles. And you can start to slowly just make your way back to a cross-legged seat or a comfortable seat if that's kneeling, if that's cross-legged, whatever feels best for you. Take your time, no rush. And meeting back in just a comfortable seat, take a moment to close your eyes. You can either rest the palms in the lap or you can bring your hands over your heart if you would prefer. I'd like us to close with intention. So coming back to that final reflection, because I really love you, I will. And I invite you to set just one simple intention to take away from today for your mental health over this weekend. It might be reaching out to somebody. It might be spending time in nature. It might be switching off your phone. But set one dedication for yourself and for your mental health to take away from today's class. And in your own time, when you're ready, let's take a last deep breath into the nose, deepest breath you've taken yet all day. And sigh out, letting it go. Slowly begin to blink your beautiful eyes open. Take a long stretch through your fingertips. And then float the hands down. Thank you so much, everybody. Well done. Thank you so much for joining us at MoreYoga with Thrive London for this practice. It was such a pleasure to teach you and to share this time and space with everyone who's joined us today. Let's keep talking about our mental health. Let's keep opening up the conversation so we can really destigmatize mental health that still does have such a stigma around it. For me, I used to work in corporate fashion. I've been working in yoga and well-being. I'm a trained yoga therapist now, and it has been life-changing for me to move into this space and to personally experience the tools that can be so transformational: breathwork, yoga, meditation, mindfulness, connecting with our bodies, and just giving ourselves a break. So I really hope that this practice helped you. And if these kind of things, if these practices are something that you're looking for more of, please do reach out, get in touch with us at MoreYoga, and let's start talking about our mental health more openly. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Liz Joy Oakley. If you do want to connect offline, or I guess it's online, I'm just Liz Joy Wellbeing. I'm really, really happy to give any advice I can about yoga for mental health and some of the tools and techniques that we have practiced today. Otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your evening, everybody, a great weekend, and thank you again from the team at MoreYoga and the awesome team at Thrive London for having us. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for your messages. Really glad you enjoyed it. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Great to see you. Have a fantastic evening. And I will say good night. Lots of love. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care. Bye.